Alright guys, this is John with Louisiana Tractor Works and Projects, and I know it's been a while since I've been able to put out a video, but you gotta understand some of the work we've been doing has not been tractor work. So, and some customers just prefer not to have video shot on their property. So we have to work within our customers' wishes because it is their property and we are doing the job for them. So if they don't want us to video, we don't video. Okay, and then like I said, so some of the work we've been doing here lately has nothing to do with tractors. We haven't been using the tractors or nothing. Today's video, I am going to set up the 3-point. As you can see, the backhoe is off. I am going to show y'all what I do. I have questions about the hoses, what I do with my hoses and that, which ones connect together, and so I'm going to show that. Also, I'm going to show y'all what I do with my quick hitch, my Harbor Freight quick hitch. If you remember the video I shot a while back about not having, I'll put a link in the description for that video, about putting older implements on modern quick hitches and the issue you usually have with the top of it, the hook. What I was sent to solve that, and I have left it on there, and we're going to see how well it works with the 48-inch Woods tiller, reversible tiller. So hopefully it should work as good as it did with the bush hog on the TYM. So what I do is this is the bungee cord that actually wraps and holds all the lift arms and the lower arms all in place, and it goes from this hole here right here to this hole right here. So what I do is I just make a few wraps, and then I just go right here to here, and it holds it in place, makes a nice big loop right here. And you can see it's blue and yellow is the ones that connect together. Now, I don't know if all of y'all had them. I did not have cap on this one like this, and I did not have a cap on this one. So the only one that had a cap was the red one. So that's a good indicator that that's the only one that gets capped off. The other two don't need caps because they reconnect to each other. So, so look for that. If you have just one cap, it's probably going to be the red one. And that's going to be the one that you can cap off. And the other two that don't have caps are going to connect back to each other. So there's no need to put a cap on them because they're going to be connected all the time. All right, guys. So if you remember, I did all this part right here, and you can see how it drops off. Let me see if I can get the angle just right here. As you can see, it drops off. It was 10 inches difference. And now we just got to take all this stuff out. You can see this rise right there. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but there's a rise right there. And just get all this to drain that way towards that ditch instead of it draining this way. All right, guys, as you can see, I got it cut down. The lowest my deck would go was 1 inch. You can see where it's scalped it, but I got as low as I can. And now you can really see the difference in the ground and the grade. I'm hoping it shows up on camera. That I got to deal with. And as you get further and further back, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And again, it is really sloping towards the house here. And I want to get rid of that. So I want to get it to go that way instead. So, all right, so now next is go ahead and paint my lines where I'm going to hit and where I'm not going to hit. And then we're going to run the tiller over this. All right, guys, so as you can see, I got it marked out. And again, that's not where I'm going to stop. It's just that's where I'm going to stop with the hardcore. And then I'll bring it back gently from there. But just hardcore. I mean, I'm going to blaze this and just dig. Same thing with the shop. As you notice, it's already got a natural slope right here dropping down. So I'll just come off of that line. And I actually made 2 lines because it's just a little too wide. And bring it around. So everything outside that line, I'm just going to rip with the tiller in that and just blaze up. And then come back and slowly, it's got somewhat of a drop to it already, but slowly work it down into that angle right here. And the same thing there, I don't want to get too close to my pole and that. I don't want to weaken the ground around it. So I'll probably stop right in here, right there where it slopes, and then start working it down towards the ditches. these go about 1,500, engage my PTO, nice and soft, and I bring it down to where it's almost touching the ground to get as little bind on the U-joints as possible when I kick it in. There we go. Now we rev it up. And I'm going a little over for 540. Because once you start bogging, once you start working and that, and you start moving, it drops down to 540. There we go. Alright. Alright, so as you can see the slot in the pin, I'll put that pin about right there, and it floats up and down in here. Now you gotta do this while you drive it. You can see when I start moving forward, it'll start tilting. That's the float. Look at that. It just levels out something fierce. I'm really liking that feature because that was one of my biggest issues with the front point on this thing is that got no float. Shout out to SHOT, S-H-O-T, trap, T-R-A-P.com for the quick hitch adapter. I will put a link in the description for this. This is really nice. This really is nice for tilling. It gives me the float. You know, it's not a lot, but it's a heck of a lot more than what I had before. I didn't have no float. Now I got at least a couple inches up and down drop. So that's big. So yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah, I'm gonna cool her down, clean her up, set her to the side for the night. It's already gonna get dark here pretty soon, but and get ready for tomorrow. All right, guys, this is John with Louisiana Tractor Works and Projects, and thanks for tuning in. And thanks for all the subscribers and the viewers and the people that leave comment. Thanks to everybody on Facebook.